it's the old fella back. If you're new here, or Mr. B, whatever you want to call me. Yes, a chat with Lesbian Bed Death. Now, information, first of all, will all be down below, links and everything else. So go and check them out. And the lovely people, and it was fun. I had some fun. I know I talked too flipping much, but we had a laugh and that as well, and found out a few, about the band and everything else. But anyway, I'll give you a quick clip of their music before that starts. Anyway, let's do this. Hello, everyone. It's the old fella back. Yeah, you all know me by now. Anyway, today I have with me, and I'll let them introduce themselves and the name of the band. Who's first?
Anyone want to do it? Should I go?
Well, you can go.
Yeah, go.
Okay, I'll go. I'm JJ, and we are Lesbian Bed Death.
And I'm Lisa. I'm the bassist.
I'm Dan. I play guitar, kind of, sort of. I play all four chords very well.
A bit like me then. Drop D. It's a lot easier. Right. Well, that's the first question I'm going to ask. The name. How did you get the name?
Okay, we get asked this quite a lot. A long time ago, I was watching a documentary on TV, and this professor was talking about the concept of lesbian bed death. And me being a giant child, I thought that sounds like a wicked name for a rock band, and it just kind of happened and didn't stop. So at least no one wants to steal our name, basically. So it was cool. Yeah, that's it. Really, it's not really a particularly exciting, deep story or anything like that.
Right. No. Well, this is interesting because when I react to you, when you react to a new band, because I'm always looking for new bands, by the way, from all over the world. That's what my channel's about. And I don't get many views. You got over a couple hundred, which is good, and it's all purely because of the name. Everyone's like, "Oh, that name's interesting."
What's that? Yeah,
but it works. But yeah, no, it's good. And I mean, what was it? Roadkill. That was the one. Yeah. How did that come about? And who's driving my car? Reaper. Does it say Reaper on the number plate?
It does. Yeah. It's a guy who was in one of our music videos a few years ago. He's got this really nice Mustang. He said to me at the time, he said, if ever you need a cool car for a music video, give me a shout. And several years later, I remembered that and gave him a call. And he goes to a lot of these Comic Cons and things. And I'm not sure what the Reaper is, but he did some kind of cosplay thing with his car. So he's got like all these fake number plates. So we thought Reaper was kind of cooler than his actual proper number plate. So it just worked. It was just cool for the video.
Yeah, that's what I do on my recording on Reaper.
Yeah, the program. Yeah,
the program. Yeah, there is such a program. Right, I'm going to start with Lysol. Forgot it right this time. Right, bass player. Right. Yes. Okay, what I'd like to know is what type of bass do you play, and what pedals do you use?
Well, interestingly, I don't actually use any pedals.
Right.
So it's literally through an amp, and the bass that I play is an Ibanez SR 500. If you wanted to know specifically. It's all right. Look, I've got 13 guitars myself. I'm into guitars, right? It's just me,
What guitars?
one bass, one 5-string bass,
Mm-hmm.
and one 7-string guitar. But it's just me. It's just because I've always been into kit and stuff. And then I'll just nip over to Dan and ask him about what on earth's your guitar?
Oh, the Baphomet. Yeah. It's a Whispersmith guitar made by Chris from Whispersmith, his own company. It was made specially for me. It was carved from some wood from an old Welsh church. It's got eyes that light up. and it's got little holes in the nostrils. We're trying to work out how to make it snort smoke next. Yeah, it's a custom piece. It's pretty cool.
You're not kidding. I thought I know a lot of guitar, but I've never seen one like that.
No.
Never.
Coolest guitar in the entire world.
Yeah, no, it's great when you've got something unique like that.
Yeah.
That's the nice thing about it. And I'm thinking that is different.
Yeah, not easy to play. I get stabbed quite a lot by the horns.
I picked it up once and immediately got stabbed. I was like, what is this? This is torture to play. Like,
There you go.
It's not the easiest.
This is it. You see, when this is the old story with guitars. People go on what something looks like, not what it plays like. Then when they get it, well, this is hard work. But that's it. Right now, then, JJ vocals. Right. I suppose what microphone do you use?
I've been using a lot of the like the venue ones. We've had like a range of microphones over like the tour and stuff like that. So I at the moment I currently don't have one, but I've been looking on the market and I'm really interested in some microphones. Getting ready for some of the next gigs that we've got coming up in March. I really want my own microphone so I can keep it with me, and that's it then. Like, I know I'm guaranteed a good microphone then, but they can cost a pretty penny. So
I was about to say check online, and some of them people. One person says, "Look, I've got this £200 odd microphone, right?" And he says this one was £30, and he threw the £200 one away. He says this one's better.
Yeah, you don't need an expensive one. Just one that does the job. I've found that a lot of just some like a condenser microphone and stuff like that just works best.
That's where I'm
my
on.
voice. Yeah,
I've actually got two above me.
Yeah, they're just
Behringer.
they're very versatile microphones, and I think they capture something in my voice that I really like, so I tend to stick to those.
Yeah. Well, I tend to mess about my voice so I can cheat. That's when I'm talking. I did a thing about thanking everybody for the 25,000 subscribers I've got.
Yeah, that's amazing.
And there's a picture on the wall, looked like a jester, but it's got my face in it. I'm trying to not move for ages. And then it spoke like a little voice. Fancy leaving me up here? What you leave me up here for? And all the rest of it. And it's me. The older I get, the dafter I get. I just have to be silly.
I think that's brilliant. That's the best way to be.
And that, yeah. So now then, the band's been around for about, what, if I gather right, 13 years?
A bit more than that.
Okay.
Like
it will
20.
be this summer. It will be like 20 years, but that's since like the very basic inception, as opposed to a first album or anything.
Right. Well, why is it? I've only just found out about you recently. Come on.
Clearly poor marketing.
I was going to say, yeah.
We clearly haven't been trying hard enough. No, joking. I think a lot of it is just that we're a proper independent band. We haven't had certain doors open for us that you need a label or you need a big management company or a big PR company behind you to open. So we've been very DIY. So even now we organise our own tours. We pay for everything ourselves. So we're always going to be shut out of like big festivals and big support slots, generally, and things like that. So only somebody who's like, you go to a lot of the small clubs and is part of the underground scene would probably find out about us. But I think with things like YouTube now, and it's a lot easier to discover little bands like ours now than say it was when we first started. And there wasn't a YouTube when I first started this band. No such thing. There was no Facebook. MySpace was a new thing. That was so swamped, it wasn't even that useful, really. People look at it with rose-tinted glasses, but it wasn't the best. So we just did the best of what we had, and it's just been a slow climb, really. But now everything's kind of starting to fall into place, and we're starting to reach a decent number of people now. Taking our time, but no one can say we haven't earned it or anything.
Oh yeah. No, this is the thing, but this is what my channel's all about. It's promoting bands. It's not about me, because you'll get certain channels. It's all about them. Oh, we got Patreon, this, join this, join it. All about money. I'm not. I'm about supporting bands and getting them noticed. My channel's about them. This is what I do, and this is why I've got bands from all over the world. You know, not necessarily big bands. I don't go for the clickbait ones. You know, I'm just for normal, everyday people. And but I'm quite well known in Japan. That's for sure.
We love Japan.
You know, but yeah. Have you been to Japan?
I haven't. Yeah, Dan has.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's my biggest thing on my bucket list probably is that like out of all the places in the world that I want to go is probably Japan.
Because the Japanese music now has a lot of female bands,
Yeah, yeah.
amazing guitarists and everything else. And this is what's a bit unique about your band: 4 ladies and 1 gentleman. And because this country's known for holding females back from doing anything like that, you know, it's always frowned upon, the music industry in particular. So, you know, you're making a breakthrough. Keep going. This is what it's all. It says men's fault. We've held women back far too long.
Mm.
You know,
I think it's cool to see because it's like growing up and stuff like that. Like I was like listening to a lot of like rock, like classic rock and roll, and all my favorite bands have always been like just everyone's like male fronted, if that makes sense. And so when I was like younger growing up, it would have been really cool to see like probably the only person I could think of is like, you know, Joan and the Jets kind of thing. Joan Jett. So it's nice to see sort of more female fronted bands coming about now and giving the next generation that influence of being like, you're a chick and you can rock too.
yeah, the American band, it's an all-female band called Fanny. I know, you know, but it's all right in America. It means something completely different. But it's all right.
We're all children here. We're sorry.
But yeah, so they took off, and basically they made a film recently about them as well. It's worth what documentary type. It was worth watching. But anyway, now then, but that also leads me on to, and
I just put them into Google and that didn't come up. Sorry. Sorry, you were saying?
It doesn't surprise me. You have to put the band first, then the name. You might have a bit of luck.
I want to see what they look like. I don't know why. I'm really curious. Oh, okay. Yeah, they came
Don't
up.
put Fanny in Google Images, JJ.
No, it came up. I put Fanny Band.
Okay.
Yeah, Fanny was an American rock band active in the early to mid 1970s. Cool.
Been around for a long while.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but right, I should start with Lethal. Right, your influences.
Oh, I'd say Iron Maiden primarily for the bass playing. But bands that I listen to, I love Lacuna Coil, Nightwish, stuff like that, really.
Yeah, Nightwish. Yes, I've reacted to them a few times. Dan, next.
Okay. Probably the Misfits, Danzig, the Cult, Sisters of Mercy, Judas Priest. It's kind of an endless list, really. I'm a massive music nerd.
Yeah, okay.
I like my gothic punk. I like old school heavy metal. I like a lot of 80s stuff as well. I like a lot of 80s pop music. So it all kind of gets mashed up in the band sound somewhere. But I hope it does anyway. I try.
And JJ.
Weirdly enough, this is where I think we have like the most crazy mix here because my biggest influences, like especially vocally growing up, were like Amy Winehouse and Adele. Like those are the, you know, the 2 women that really inspired me to even try and start singing. So quite drastic. drastically different there, but
Oh, yeah. I'll tell you my influences was T-Rex to start with.
good
Nice.
up T-Rex. Yeah.
Big in Japan he was, you know, I've found out.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Right. Yeah, this is a sort of general sort of a question. I always ask this. What scares you and what makes you happy?
It's a very interesting question. Mm. In regards to like music or
Yeah, anything. See, I mean, a lot of people obviously it's when they're performing to the music, that's what makes them happy. Yeah, a lot of the time. And I mean, what scares them? Well, it could be anything. I don't think much is going to scare you. I've seen watched a lot of you, listened to a lot of your music. So
Interesting.
yeah, do you want to go first, Liesl? Like what scares
Well,
you?
that, you know, the only thing that I can think of that scares me, it's like kind of stupid really, but like if you're alone at home and there's a burglar trying to break in or something really, I know that's right, silly.
no, that's not. No, not spiders then.
Oh no. In terms of what makes me happy then, I suppose like, well, working out basically, so going for a run or lifting weights, stuff like that.
Right. Health freak.
She's the fittest person I've ever met in my entire life. I don't know how she does it. I can't climb the stairs without getting out of breath.
I'm
Like,
fit to drop.
same. You and me both.
Go on
What
then,
about you,
Dan.
Dan?
Have a swig of your pop.
Yeah.
Happy?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
go
I'm
on.
good. I'm good now. I'm good. That's my biggest influence. It's probably energy drinks. What I'm scared of is probably just, I don't know, getting some crippling illness and either dying young or just living a long time and like not being able to move and just like watching myself wither away and suffer and die and
Thank you.
drain everyone else's life away. That kind of thing, you know.
Thank you. Thank you. I've got that to look forward to. I'm not that far away, am I? Thank you.
No, I've got to look forward to all that as well.
Yeah, but I'm a lot nearer than you are.
Yeah, but the older you get, the faster the years fly by. So we can all look forward to our
That's
miserable
it, that's it.
demise.
Just rub it in a bit more. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
Things I
out with us
enjoy.
all.
Anything to do with music, and food, pizza. I don't know. I'm quite simple, really. I'm quite basic, quite easily pleased. So I'm just happy to be here. Basically, that makes me happy.
Yeah. Go on then, JJ.
I probably have the two weirdest fears you will no, okay, one of them's quite normal and quite common, and then the other one is probably the strangest thing you'll ever hear. My normal fear is needles. I can't be doing with needles. And the second one, which you'll be like, what the hell, is I'm actually afraid of baked beans.
No, that actually no. There's a lot. I know someone that's like afraid of cheese because of the texture. Can't touch it.
Yeah,
It's something to do with that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's an actual thing. There's like an actual word for it. I can't even say it, but it begins with an L. But it's an actual
does it begin with an F? Sorry. I'm sorry. I've got a terrible sense of humour.
No, I love it. It's great. But yeah, I'm afraid of baked beans. It's quite interesting. Like I think I remember saying to these guys, like, you know, before we went on tour, I was like, you know, if you're eating beans, I will leave. Like, you know, please be a bean-free tour. And I remember walking into a service station and Dan and Ev were having some breakfast and stuff while the rest of us like waiting for the van. And I'd come in to go to the toilet or the shop or something. And I found them. They were eating breakfast in this little cafe. And like it was Dan, I think you. But did you have beans on your?
I ate beans.
Yeah, it was Ev.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ev had beans on a plate, and I literally was like, she was like covering a plate. She was like, "No, don't look at this crime I've committed." It was wonderful.
That's interesting. Anyway, what part of the country are you from? I can't recognise the accent.
Staffordshire, Stoke-on-Trent.
All right, okay. I should have known that.
I've always been told that I don't sound Stokey, but if you were in a room with me for long enough, I would probably start going into the Stokey accent, if that makes sense.
I'm in Leicestershire, so I'm not that far away.
Yeah, you're not that far. I don't know. I feel like I've probably got like 3 different accents blended into one, honestly.
Oh no, I didn't realise you're that local, you know.
Yeah,
it's sounding more northern, and I'm thinking it's not quite strong enough. So, you know, I'm just trying to work out where. But
it's probably because we spent a lot of time in the north on tour, and I've just picked up all the all the lingo. So
yeah, do you tour very often?
Well, it was my first ever tour with these guys this year, but these guys have been on quite a few tours, I think, before. So I think it's something that we would like to do definitely more often. Let's just live on tour, guys. Like,
yeah.
Also, right, when I obviously do a thumbnail, I'm looking for pictures of the band. So I'm going through all these pictures, thinking, the band said that. So then, I found that this is behind me. This is a more recent one. This is the complete band behind me, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Because Road Death, there was only one person on that picture, yourself, JJ, next to the bike. Because I thought, well, that's a decent picture. We'll put that up there because of the bike.
I love that picture. It's the only picture of myself I actually like.
Oh yeah. So I'm a bit funny about having my picture taken because went out with the family from Mill, and the waitress says, "No, I'll take a picture of all." I goes, "No, I'm not going on it." Why? Sick of seeing myself on YouTube. But yeah, so yeah, it's interesting about what fears we all have. I don't think I've really got one. You know, just getting old don't bother me because I'm already here. So I have got a real funny sense of humor about death. It don't bother me. If it happens,
I'm the exact same. Yeah, a lot of people would be like, "I'm afraid to die" or something, and death is. I mean, we're in a gothic rock band, so
I know.
death is the whole theme.
I know. Antichrist was the last one I reacted to. I know. I can remember. But this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to promote you as a band, to get you noticed, because that's what I do this for. And by doing an interview with it gets more people than necessarily the music, because people like to sort of find out what the people like. And okay, I'm going to ask you another any hobbies? I think Lysel's got a hobby. I know what that is. Go on, off you go.
Yeah, so working out. Yeah.
Hench.
Dan?
Me?
Yeah, go on then.
Hobbies, let me think.
No.
I like filmmaking,
All right.
movie editing, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
He's good at it too.
Yeah. That's pretty much it. I'm quite boring other than that, really. It's all music and movies with me.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah. JJ?
I'm one of these people who like pick up random hobbies a lot of the time, but the ones that I've always stuck is I like to draw a lot, like drawing and writing. I do a lot of creative writing, like poetry and stuff like that. Like writing is a big part of my life, so I'd probably say writing is my biggest hobby.
Right. Okay, we'll ask this one as well. Favorite food and drink?
Go on, Lisa. Go on. Start us off.
Go on. I love a pizza. You can't go wrong with pizza.
Unless you're lactose intolerant, and then it's
Oh yeah, but then I'm vegan, so I have vegan cheese anyways.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Oh yeah. Oh, you're vegan. Oh,
Yeah.
it's all right. It's all right. My niece is a vegan,
Mm.
right? So we all went out the other day, and I'll tell you, sit there, says all about vegan, and then the waiter turned around and says, because what we're, I said, well, they're not vegan, and we all turned around and said, no, we're all flipping eating meat. It's just
Burn the witch. Burn the witch.
but no. So obviously, I totally understand that, because my niece is vegan, and you know, yeah.
Lisa got me to try some like vegan food. Like we went out to dinner, just like me, you, and Seth, didn't we? And we had a like vegan in it. It was probably honestly one of the nicest meals I've ever eaten.
Apparently, it's got a lot better than how it used to be for my niece. You know, she said it's got a lot better to it than you know, than how it was before. Sorry, I'm not a vegan. And pizza can't be any good for all exercise, can it?
Oh no, but you know,
It's bulking season. That's what I always say. It's bulking season. You know, you gotta.
Yeah. Then your favourite drink?
oh, favorite drink. No,
Water.
not playing yet.
Gotta
No,
be water.
love a nice cup of tea. Can't go wrong with a cup of tea. Or coffee. I like black coffee.
Yeah, as my niece drinks black coffee. Yeah.
Is
Obviously,
Lisa your niece? Just a conspiracy.
well, my niece's name's Zoe, so you know, a bit different. but yeah, she drinks black coffee. I obviously put milk in my coffee. Ooh, but there you go.
What's yours, Dan?
I'm pretty greedy, so I've got to think about this. Actually, I do. I like a lot of things. I love a good Indian takeaway. You know, like chicken tikka madras, something like that. Like Chinese, I like pizza. I'm a bit of a snob though. I like a proper pizza, an oven cooked pizza, not one of these like nasty things you get from Asda that you know cost like 50p. That taste of onion. No, it's got to be decent pizza. Drinks wise, I'm hopelessly addicted to Pepsi, Iron Brew, Dr. Pepper, stuff like that. I don't really drink much alcohol, really.
Good.
I like a Buckfast now and again. Anything with rum in it is good. But yeah, I'm quite easy. Like I said, I'm very basic. You know, if you put it in front of me, I'll probably eat it.
Yeah, I'm alcohol free, by the way. I stopped drinking in probably 1980. Let's put it like this: if it hadn't stopped then, I wouldn't be here now. I do know.
Oh, one of those teetotals, eh? Like a vegan.
No, the thing is with me, I used to do everything to excess. Back in the 70s, I was smoking the wrong sorts of cigarettes. I was taking acid tabs, you name it. I was trying it, right? Then I stopped all that. Then I went on to alcohol, right? Hence the cap, because of the hair loss. But yeah, so that was it. I just stopped. I wouldn't have been here now. I was just so. The thing is, I had no reason for being like that. You know, that's the silly thing about it. But yeah, so I'm alcohol free now. And
I feel bad for saying what my favourite drink is then.
you can say what you like. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to have a go at you, you know.
So it's like, how dare you?
No.
Is it methylated spirits?
It's moonshine. No. Probably, if I had to say, my favourite food of all time has always been and will always be curry. Like just a classic chicken tikka masala. I would marry curry. Like if you know, honestly, if I was like on death row and someone was like, "What do you want as your last meal?" I'd be like curry all the way, 1,000,000%. I love it. Can't get enough of it. You know, my poor stomach afterwards, but it's so worth it. And then
Execution have to clear up after you as well. So
yeah,
on
just
death
like
row.
following me around with a mop or something. I don't know. My favorite, I'm gonna do two. Like my favorite alcoholic drink is literally what I'm drinking now, and it's a porn star martini, but it's like those little Smirnoff ones you get in cans. I love porn star martinis. And then my favorite non-alcoholic drink is probably you can't get it anymore because full fat and full sugar is not really a thing anymore, but it's like cherry vanilla Coke, and it's like a rarity to find it nowadays, but I love that stuff. It's like gold.
Yeah, if I was on death row, I'd say, can I cook my own meal, please?
Yeah. What would you cook though? Like what would you cook?
Well, I mean, I like roast beef and stuff, and that. I do like curries as well.
Yeah.
I eat the Thai curries and stuff like that because I mean, I hate fish and chips, so I'm not very English, if you like.
I was going to say that's not very British of you.
No, but I'm not British. I'm English.
Very true.
Well, you know how silly they are these days.
I'm telling the guy at my chippy about this. It's not on.
And
Reporting you.
I said,
Chippy police.
Born in the wrong country. But it don't matter. But yeah, we all like what we like. I mean, I drink coffee and Lucozade.
I love Lucozade.
That's the first thing I have when I get up in the morning. Lucozade. Then it's my breakfast cereals. Can't go without me cereals with milk.
Yeah. With me.
Oh no, because my niece does, but she puts water on it.
Yeah,
I don't have milk. Like I eat cereal without milk. Like
dry cereals.
Like dry. I eat cereal. Say if you have like a bowl of cornflakes, I eat the cornflakes like they were just popcorn. Like that's how I eat cereal.
I do the same thing.
Yeah. And until I met Dan and became friends with Dan, I've never met a single human on this planet other than me who does that. So I was overjoyed when I discovered that he also does that.
But there's one cereal where you have to have milk, and do you know what that is?
Cocoa Pops or Rice Krispies.
There you go. There you go.
So
I have oat milk now instead of dairy milk. So.
No, I have 3 different cereals in the morning. Probably malted shreddies, probably porridge or a couple of Weetabix on top of that, and then some sort of flakes on top of that.
I like porridge. I'm a porridge kind of gal.
Yeah, but not dry porridge as it comes out of the packet. You know, I don't.
Oh no, like, I will. Okay, I don't just eat the oats.
Like sawdust.
No, what I mean is when I don't warm it up or anything. It just goes on as it is. Yeah, it's the middle layer. Yeah, it's like building a road, hardcore. Yeah, so
I think it's like construction, isn't it? Your breakfast. It's like building a wall and then eating it.
That's amazing. I've never heard of anyone doing that before.
There's always one.
There's always one.
Some glue.
And I've been doing it for years. You know.
Might try that now.
But yeah, so you say
he's only 24, everybody, you know. Never mind.
24.
Too late in the day.
Oh, it's a few years ago. I was born in 1953.
Would you believe me if I said I was older than you?
I doubt it. You got no wrinkles for a start off. I mean, come on.
Sunscreen.
Yeah. No, I'm actually 70, so you know, 71 in March. There you go.
It's still kicking, still fighting.
I am not going to lay down and die, sitting in the rocking chair watching films. Oh yeah, look at this! I watched this film 100 times already.
That's not old. There's people headlining rock festivals that are older than you at the moment.
Yeah, and it's about time the bloody quit. I'm a very, very honest talking person.
I love it. You can come again. This is amazing.
Okay, come on. I mean, the Motley Crue. I mean, flipping heck, he's gone, hasn't he? What's he trying singing for? And I'm glad. Yeah. And the guitarist, I can't remember his name. When I saw them live, it looked like if you blew him, it's just snap. you know, swearing his head off because he's obviously got something wrong with his fingers, can't play the guitar, he's playing wrong notes, and he's swearing, effing this, effing that. I thought, get rid of him. Next, you know. So I'm all for new. This is me. I'm all for new, and I don't like talking about old bands and things. I mean, you know, come on, move over, give some new blood a chance. It's all right, you know, like the Rolling Stones coming out with a new album.
It's time to make way for Lesbian Bed Death.
Yeah, got a better
Let's make
name
way
as
for
well.
us.
Better name.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you've just been touring, yes.
Yeah.
More recently, and you got another tour on the way in March, did you say?
It's not another tour, just a couple of gigs. I think we're looking to play some festivals and stuff next year, aren't we, guys?
Yeah.
Where?
That's the plan.
If
there's one in Swansea. We're not supposed to announce yet, but I just did. Whoops. The others, we've got a few things in the pipeline, but nothing's confirmed yet because these things can fall through. So I don't want to be a fool and start telling people we're playing things, then end up not playing them. So when we're told we can announce stuff, we will. But you know, we don't know yet. We're still sniffing about, seeing what we can get onto. Hopefully, a few things on the mainland.
Yeah, because touring, I mean, you know, this is what it's all about, getting your name out there. That's the thing. And your name is definitely good. I do like it.
I do have can I ask a question?
You can ask what you like.
It's just popped into my head, and I feel like maybe it might be a good idea to ask it. Is that like, if you guys could play anywhere, like in the world or the country or whatever, if you guys could play anywhere, where would you play?
Just thought the next question.
Was that literally my? Oh, I'm psychic. I'm sorry.
Don't worry. This is what I generally ask. Anywhere in the world or whatever, where would you like to play? Yeah, go on. Yeah. It's all right. Carry on. I'll listen. Yeah, you can interview me. I don't mind.
Sorry. Me and my loud mouth.
No. This is good. It's fine.
Yeah, I think it's a. Go on, Lisa. If you could play anywhere, where would you play?
Australia, probably at this time of year, just so
the spiders.
Just because it's hot there now and I'm freezing here, so yeah, I just love Australia. So yeah, that'd be me.
What, the Opera House?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Why not?
That's done.
Dan?
Yeah. Okay. I'm really greedy, so I just want to play everywhere. I want to do Australia. I want to do America. I want to do South America. I want to do all over Europe. Again, I want to do the whole lot. Now, I think when you're younger, you get these things in your head, like I want to play this festival. I want to play Download. I want to play this country, whatever. But then when you get a bit older and you see bands play festivals on first at 11 in the morning in front of 50 people, and it's not great, you kind of realize that what you really want is you want to play in front of big crowds who really know your songs and enjoy your music, and you have that connection with those people. I mean, playing in front of a big crowd who, you know, you're supporting someone that you don't fit with and none of the audience really care about what you're doing isn't quite the same buzz. So for me, it's just about playing to lots of new people who are familiar with our music and just having that connection wherever in the world we go. That's my little dream, really. And we kind of got that on a much smaller scale. But I think it's better to do that, isn't it? It's better to play to the right crowds that are appreciative, rather than worry about where in the world that crowd is.
I always prefer the smaller venues because the atmosphere is always better.
Yeah, if there's 100 people who loved our band in my back garden, we play there.
Yeah,
easy.
Have you ever played at like Rock City, Nottingham?
Yeah, with an old band years ago. I played in one of the side rooms. It used to be called the Rig back then. I think it's called like the Cherry Lounge or something now. But I played the Rig. Yeah, that was in 1998, I think, or 1999. I don't know. It was a long time ago, anyway.
Yeah, but that's a great venue there. You know, I saw loads of bands there. Skin Dread. So Skin Dread.
Oh, I love Skin
I
Dread.
thought you'd know Skin Dread.
Yes, I love Skin Dread.
Yeah, very, very good band they are. I do like them.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I've lost count of how many bands I've seen live. So many. There's another one from Korea coming to London. I won't go because I'm not paying them prices to go down there. They're ridiculous. You go in a hotel and it's £39 for parking the car for the night.
Yeah.
Yeah. They need to, it's the bad management. They need to come further north or Midlands or somewhere. You know, I mean, you don't mind paying, what, 40 odd quid for the ticket, then obviously, well, it's gonna end up in hundreds because you've got to stop overnight because there's no trains coming back and I'm not driving down there.
It used to be to do with the price of flights off and back to America. So you'd often see like bands doing these really annoying one-off dates in London, but it was because it was cheaper to fly back from Heathrow than it was from Paris. So they'd all come over here, do the one-off date, and then just fly back from London. And that's why a lot of those bands just did the one show, and everyone would be like, why aren't you coming to Wolverhampton? Why aren't you coming to Scotland or whatever? But that's the reason they did it. It was all money.
Well,
really.
these are doing Europe, coming obviously in France, England, and whatever. Yeah, that's how they're doing it. But yeah, but I mean, just one. I'll give this band a shout out called Fake Year from Japan, all female band. London, Birmingham, Manchester, Scotland. They don't forget Scotland exists. They do them all, and they know by going to Scotland because they very rarely get anybody. The place is going to be packed. It is. So that's how it works. But yeah, so you're doing all these other venues and things. Yeah, hang on, JJ, where did you want to go in the world? Come on.
Oh,
Your
oh
question.
gosh. Honestly, like, I would just love to just do like a European tour because there's a lot of places in Europe that I would just like to go to. And then, like I said earlier, the one place that I've always wanted to go, and if we ever got a gig there, I'd probably explode, is Japan. So
Right, I'm going to be more precise. What venue would you like to play at?
I'm gonna let someone else answer that first because I'm not very good with venues. So
No, I don't have a clue.
Not Wembley Stadium then.
It depends. It depends who's in Wembley Stadium, doesn't it? Yeah. Depends how big your band is, and you know. But I think for me, I've still never played Wolverhampton Civic Hall or the Wolf Run. And they're the two venues I used to go to when I was a teenager, like all the time. I saw every band in the world at Wolverhampton.
Yeah,
and we never ever had the opportunity to play there. We always played at other venues, like we played the Slade Rooms, done the Gifford and other places. But even the Little Civic around the corner when that used to exist. And we've done loads of venues there, but I've never ever played the Civic or the Wolf Run. And it'd be really nice just to. I don't even know why, really, tick them off the bucket list, but. Yeah, but like I said before, I don't want to play them if they're going to be empty. You know, I don't want to play them for supporting a band whose fans hate us or something. But hopefully, we'll be massive rock stars by next year and we can sell it out. So we'll do it then.
Really cool. It's nice venue. I don't know if it was Steel Panther. Yeah, I think it was Steel Panther I went to see there, right? And then they added an extra date, Leicester, and I live in Leicestershire. I thought, well, you could have let us know beforehand. But anyway, it didn't matter. It's a great place. Great place. They are. Because I met Steel Panther, if you know who they are.
Yeah, Steel Panther, yeah.
Oh, they're great guys.
They are great, yeah.
Because I got a wig with me, and the thing has helped me with the wig and that, and with the chatting to you like you normally do. I met Papa Roach. Hello, I'm so and so. Take the picture. That's it. And he's thinking, well, what a so and so's they are. When the others Steel Panther just talking to you normally as though you're normal people. Although the person went with, the young lady went, she's like, typical female, but God, Put yourself together. They're just normal human beings that wear wigs and have a laugh. But yeah, so yeah, it's interesting. I mean, this is what I mean about the band, how you got together and all the rest of it. It's interesting to know, and what your aims are. What would you like? I mean, what's your aim with the band? Where do you want to go with it?
Go on then, Lisa. Like, what would you like
Yeah,
to get out of the band?
The quiet one.
I think like us all, really, I think we all just want to make it big and be like headliners of, I don't know, like famous festivals, you know, that kind of thing.
Could you handle the fame?
Definitely. I can handle the credit card that came with it as well, and the Ferrari.
Well, I'll just burst your bubble here. You get a huge record contract. You do realise that the artist, the talent, makes the least money out of it all. Out of a sale of a CD, the band gets the least bit. The people with the talent. I saw a graph somewhere of it, and it really annoys me that the people with the talent get the least. The record companies, they're just ripping people off. So if you can do it on your own without their help, and what I would suggest is if you do a distributor, get a distributor, not a distributor that'll distribute.
In the UK, the label is my label, and I basically signed a distribution deal years ago with a company called Shell Shock. So we do it all ourselves.
Dan's label.
Yeah,
it's my label.
Yeah, it's my label. It's like Phonic Records. So I was wise to that a long time ago.
Yeah.
And it's not big money we're talking, but it's the money that comes in goes back towards making cool music videos, and it goes towards, like, you know, wasting it on gigs where 3 people turn up or something. You kind of, what comes in goes back into the band. And I'd rather do that than it go into a record label's pocket, who haven't actually done a great deal anyway. And what you're saying about those graphs to do with what band makes some CD, a lot of that is major labels, and there's so much involved in that, because say a band like Slipknot, I'm going to make up some figures now. I mean, the amount of money it would have cost the label to record it with a big name producer would have been like probably $250,000. The marketing for an international marketing campaign is going to be like insane money as well, and the label have to recoup all this. So a lot of that money from these things you see online is actually going to recoup what's already been spent anyway. And yeah, the label do take a massive amount of money, but at the same time, like on Dragon's Den, they're the ones who will have invested, you know, like the equivalent of a lottery win in that band in the first place. Because that band split up, or that band just didn't work in the market and no one really liked them, then the label are the one who stands to lose all that cash. So I understand it to a degree. So it's not quite the evil record company, but, you know, they're a business at the end of the day. You know, they give you a contract and you can always not sign it. If that contract is really crap and you think that you're going to get taken to the cleaners, you're going to make nothing off it, don't sign it. And I think a lot of young bands, they're so like, wow, I've got a record deal. They're not really thinking about the future. They're not really looking at the money. They're not looking at the figures. They're just so excited. They sign away their lifetime rights to some company, and then 10 years down the line, they're getting shafted, aren't they? It's why you often see them re-recording all their greatest hits. You see that a lot. You know, Paramore are doing it apparently at the moment. They're re-recording all their early records so that the label won't get a cut of that. So the moment they will just get the royalties and mechanical copyright, you know, to do with writing the songs, but they don't own the actual recordings. They'll be forever and always owned by the record label. So by re-recording them, they can then license the re-recordings off to like adverts and other places to make the cash off those, if that makes sense. So it's a really complicated thing.
Do you mind? Stop backing the record companies. Come on, they're evil. Stop it. Did you used to work for one? Stop it.
Oh no, they are scum. But what I'm saying is sometimes you need scum on your side to open the doors. If you've got some scummy record label, they're going to get you on TV. They're going to get you on Download Festival. They're going to get you supporting the big bands at places like Wolverhampton Civic Hall. And yeah, they're going to shaft you totally. But at the same time,
right,
initially
okay.
you need them to get that step in. And there's a band called While She Sleeps who did this. They weren't signed to a major, and then when their contract ended, they started doing it all themselves. And they'd already taken all the contacts, and now they're independent now. Now they're doing really, really well. But they needed that initial shafting off the record label
a boost,
to like,
it?
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
To get those
So,
contacts.
Why don't you just phone up morning TV saying, "Who we are? Look, come on, can you interview us? Because we want to get known." There you go.
You won't even get through. You won't even get the number these days. I mean, I'll tell you an interesting thing. Right, I've been collecting like emails from people in the industry that are all live, like people who work for Kerrang, Metal Hammer, even little fanzines, radio stations all across the world, people who can help us out. And on MailChimp, it tells me how many of my newsletter emails have actually been opened by people. And I sent out 1,200 something emails, and I think it was 7 were actually opened. The others weren't even opened ever. So it just shows you that they're so inundated with stuff, they don't even have time to open them or bother to look at them. So sometimes if you're getting like 1,000 emails a week, you might look at the ones from the big PR companies with all the famous bands on it. You'll open those. You might open the odd one here and there, but it's such a massive volume of stuff that they just don't have enough time in the day to look at it.
I can relate
you're
to
stuffed,
that.
aren't you?
I get probably 100 emails every day. This is all in my junk box, by the way.
Yeah.
So they just get deleted. Oh, I'll get some right weird ones, but
totally. So imagine what it's like working like the BBC or something. You're just going to get like thousands of bloody things, aren't you? You know what I mean?
no, they should pay someone to do the job properly.
I think as well with like I've always been warned against it. Like I studied music in the music industry from high school through college, and they almost like warned you in a sense about like everything that Dan has basically just said. But at the same time as well, there is like scum out there, and they will just bleed you dry of everything that you want to achieve.
That's
There's
99%.
Yeah, like 1,000,000%. There's that's probably like stands for like 97% of the people that are out there. But then there's also that 3% of companies and stuff like that and record labels that kind of just want to like boost you a little bit, and they can be very helpful and stuff. To get you on the right track, essentially, to where you need to be, to the point where you don't need any more backing. You know enough things now to do it by yourself, and you can just keep going then.
Okay, right. How to go viral? You go on TikTok, right? Okay, got this one worked out for you. No problem.
Yeah.
Lysol is there with a bar.
Yeah.
On either side, sitting on Amy's shoulders, doing this, and you're singing the song. Right, there we go.
Now there's a music video idea.
It'll go viral.
I like it.
What do you reckon, Lisa? Do you reckon you could do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, 1,000,000%.
I'm game.
Listen, I can do it with myself because it's called cheating with green screen and everything. Because I'm as you can obviously tell, I'll use a green screen. Because somebody says to me, because I've got pictures of penthouses, someone says, "Oh, you're making all that money off YouTube. Well, where you live?" I says, "Just a minute." So I swapped it around and says, "See, look, it's not really here. I live in a poxy little flat. It's not." But that's me having fun. That's like my intros. That's about my all my music. I do intros, just for fun. Just mess about with music. But I like messing about with green screen as well. I have some fun with that.
Yeah, we love a green screen. Good old green screen.
Yeah. I also there's a band that's getting quite big in Japan. It's called Bandmate. I don't know if you've heard of them.
No.
They're dressed as maids, but they're a rock band, right?
That's right on my alley. I'd love that.
They're brilliant. And I forget what I said, if I hit 10,000 or something. So there's me dressed as a maid with my guitar or whatever, with the wig. They're doing that. A great band they are. They have done London, That's all they've done, London. But yeah, and then there's another band. You want to check these bands? That Nemophila. That's another all-female rock band. There's two of them watch my channel, and one of them, Tamu, called me the famous old Mr. B. This is on live stream, so I replied, I am not famous, I'm just old. And she read it and she started laughing. So I've used that clip. I chopped it out and used it something else for a bit of fun. So, but I'm quite well known. But it's the UK. We lack bands like yourself. We're very short of the rock industry, rock music industry in this country has just fell apart. It's gone.
Yeah.
Same in America, apparently, because they're all complaining about it. So this is why Japan sort of took off, because they're all extremely talented musicians as well.
Yeah, I think one thing I definitely want to see in the future is just like, rock to make a reappearance, basically. It's time for the new generation. It's time for us cool kids to swoop in with our goat guitars and our it's time for us,
because you've got, what's it, Yorick last I knew him well.
Yeah, it's
whatever it is, the one you've got,
the sheep skull.
Yeah
anyway. Lisa, why are you so quiet? Are you the quiet one in the band?
I am the quiet one, yeah.
She is the quiet one.
But you play the bass.
Yeah.
You got active pickups?
Yeah, I've got active pickups.
Oh yeah, you can't beat active pickups. Oh. I know. It's all right, mine's got active pickups, yeah. It makes one hell of a difference, that does.
Yeah, it does.
Can't hear the bass, can't you? There you go, you can now. It just brawns the sound, it's great. Oh yeah, I tend to mess about playing, but right, I'm not this one, mate. I'm not a bass player, right? I got this 5-string bass, right? I don't do covers, by the way. I don't want to sound like anyone else. I want to sound like me, even if it is shit. I don't care. So I picked this bass up, and I started playing it. I thought, that sounds familiar. Do you know the Stranglers?
Yeah.
Peaches. I'm playing Peaches on the bass. Yeah. I thought, I don't do covers.
Yeah.
It's just one of them things, isn't it? Because I use a distorted sound, and I just got the sound they'd got, and it just happened.
I hate when that happens. Like you're trying to write something, and you're like, "Oh, look at me being all authentic and original," and then you're like, "Wait, the song already exists." I'm just ripping off someone else's music. You're like, "Oh no, it was such a good idea." You're like, "If only I'd written it first," and it predates me like 15 years.
Right now, what I want to do, because I want you to now promote you. Nice, you got anything you want to ask me? Not you get a sensible answer, but you can ask me anything.
What's your favorite thing about a band? Like, what intrigued you the most, other than the name? You can't say the name.
Well, the whole thing, when I watched the video, because it was Roadkill, I thought, oh, I like this. That the video, everything, the sound you make, and the whole thing. I thought, yes, this is better. This is better than what we normally been getting, and it's just the whole concept of what you're doing. I just took a liking to it. I don't care. I mean, I get loads of people ask me to they're sending me links and all sorts for all these different bands, right? And I mean, this is because I'm one of these that don't charge people for doing it. Because I mean, money on YouTube, do you want to laugh? I don't even make enough money a month, because you have to make £60 a month on YouTube to get paid, right? I don't even make enough to pay my food bill for the week in a month. But I don't do it for the money. That's what I mean. I'm here for the bands. So don't ever start a YouTube channel. If you do, don't go near music. There's copyright. I've had copyright strikes and things like that. And plus, that's another thing when you like your band, you know it's safe. You're not going to get a copyright strike as well. But it's not just that. I just like what you're doing. It's different. I think, something different. And that's what I like about it. And obviously, I will be reacting to some more soon as well.
We look forward to
Well,
seeing the reactions.
What annoyed me was I'd got you on your band on my list for a while. And of course, there's all the things. So yeah, then the list tends to things start to disappear. So I thought about. So I started. I thought, I forgot all about these. You know, and that's it. I react to them. And this is why I like to do interviews with the bands as well. This is what makes it for me, right? I react to the bands, and when I get to meet them, that's it. That for me, that's great.
Yeah.
To actually meet the bands. I don't care how famous or infamous or whatever they are. I don't care. It's getting to meet the people that make the music. You know, because I don't call myself a musician. You know, I just mess about with the guitar,
I think
self-taught.
your 13 like guitars beg to differ, you know, like.
I can't play them all at once, can I?
There we go.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 out because I've been recording today.
See, I share your pain and sort of like you're like, I've got 13 guitars, but I'm not a musician because like I've got 6 guitars and I'm like, I can't play guitar, so I just have them.
That's the point. Okay, what guitars have you got?
Oh my God, I've got a Jacksville. I've just got a Fender. There's 2 in my room somewhere. I don't know where though.
No, just what makes. Yeah, you got Fender.
Fender's probably the one that I.
What, a Stratocaster?
Yeah, Stratocaster. They're so easy to the neck is so nice to play, and that was my first electric guitar. So
single coil pickups. Go on.
I feel called out. I feel so called out.
I'm just gonna grab my phone charger back in a second.
I've obviously got Fender. I've got Fender Telecasters.
Yeah.
Hang on, let me show you this one. They're always nearby. Right, that's a Telecaster.
That is so nice. Oh
yeah, but see the name? Harley
Oh.
Benton. German.
Really good.
It's German. And you know how much it cost me?
I bet that put a dent in your pocket.
£149.
What? Really?
Seriously.
Oh my God! Wow, what a steal!
Well, it's actually I call that my government funded one. Because the other year they gave us old folks 150 quid. Right. And I brought that. So it's government funded. But well, yeah, see, I've been busy. There, well, no, I won't leave you out. There's my bass.
That's nice.
That's a very nice bass.
Oh, look at this. They're all up. There it is. Yeah, the power. Yeah. That is it wasn't expensive. It's it's like Epiphone did a copy of the Toby. The reissued the Toby, yeah. And that's what that is. But I say today I've been recording, so I've got them all over the place. It's just me. And then I've got off. It's what I do. It's fun. So we need to. Dan, how many guitars have you got apart from the unusual one?
I don't know.
You've got a few.
I've got a couple that are broken that I can't use anymore. That are more like ornamental, so they don't count now. Let me think. 1, 2, 3, 4. We count acoustics. 6 with acoustics.
Yeah.
I can't call acoustics what I used to anymore because I get in trouble.
I think I've just got the 4 now. I think. Was it 5? 5. Yeah.
I used to call acoustic girls guitars, but then seeing how the ladies can play these days, I shut up.
I've got guitars everywhere in this house, just lying about on the floor.
Mine are all in my shed, condemned to darkness.
Is that Les Paul?
This is a PRS Tremonti.
All right.
I have that. I have that by my desk. So if I've got an idea that jumps into my head, I can just play it there and then.
Yeah.
I don't have to take a guitar out of a box or anything. I can just quickly do it in video on my phone, because otherwise I just forget it.
Everyone's got a guitar. Like if you're like a songwriter and a musician, you have to have those instruments. It's like, for me, there's a guitar downstairs, there's two in my room, and then there's like, I have like a music space at my garden, like if I want to go down there and actually write. But if you think of something, you have to do it now, and you have to record it or write it down. Like music is such a momentary thing. If you don't, get evidence of it now, then it never happened.
You're making me laugh because, right, I did some music and I put this lead bit and I just thought I'll just put it in for now, right? Just to sort of fill it out. Anyway, it fitted perfectly. And I thought, I can't remember what I played.
Yeah.
And I thought, I don't do covers, so I can't learn it.
Yeah. You literally have to record everything to be like,
yeah. But then if I wanted to film myself, I'll be thinking he's cheating. He's not playing the right notes, It's always that.
At the same time, music can be, whatever you want it to be. Technically there's a right way to play music, but there's no right way to go about writing.
I mean, I'm a right way, right? But like I said to you, I'm dyslexic, right? But I mean, so obviously learning. Someone gave me a book on music. Would you give me that bullshit? It's all dots and squiggles. I can't do that. So I'm self-taught. I do use different tunings. Drop D is usually pretty good to use for me, and I use I've got a helix, if you know what a helix is.
Yep.
The LT, not that was enough money, but now I've just brought the Velton, which is a quarter of the size, the LT version of that, because it's got modern technology in it. So that's why I've been doing a lot of music, because I've got a new toy. But yeah, it's just fun. So basses, how many basses have you got?
I think I've got 6.
Oh, I thought you were going to say 11.
No, but I did get a new one for Christmas, so that's why I've now got 6. I did have 5 before.
All 4-string or 5-string?
All 4-string.
Do you want one more, Lisa? Because I've just got one that's been sat in a sad corner since college that I've not touched in years. So, you can just adopt my bass because it's not being used. So,
yeah, it's interesting. Have you ever thought of playing the 5-string?
I have played a 5-string in the past. Yeah, I borrowed somebody's.
What do you think?
It's all right. Yeah, it was quite a large body as well. So I just picked it up and was like, oh yeah, no. I did quite quick.
That one I've got, it's not got a big body on it. That's the thing about that. It's it's interesting. No, it's just always funny because I mean, because having the extra thick string on it. This is the way I talk.
Yeah.
It's a B. I know it is, but it doesn't matter. It's the thicker one, But yeah, that's what I mean. It makes a difference. It depends on how heavy you're going to get and what sounds you can get out of it. But yeah, anyway, as you probably noticed, I can rabbit on too much. I've been the trouble when you get old. You never know when to shut up.
I don't think that's an age thing. I'm the exact same.
But yeah, because as I say, what I want to do is promote your band. So come on. Promote yourselves. Go for it.
He's going first.
I'm going to make you go first because...
Yeah. No, hold it. Lysel, off you go.
Okay, Lisa.
Thanks so much.
The quiet one. Come on.
Go check out some cool gothic sounding rock.
What about merch?
We've got loads of t-shirts. Go and feast your eyes on some.
That was brilliant stuff. The awkward sales pitch. I love it.
Go on, move on.
No,
well,
keep looking at you.
Okay, it doesn't matter because what happens? What I do, I always put a bit before this and a bit at the end, right? The bits at the ends where I tell everyone to go to your channel and everything.
I think we should do that thing where it's like, "Hi, we are Lesbian Bed Death, and welcome to Disney Channel," and just do the
Right, I was a lesbian, but now I'm not.
The question is, this reminds me of when I think it was the first ever gig that I did with LBD, and it was in April. It was we were in Blackpool for that punk fest, and some guy asked me and Dan, he like pointed at us, and this guy was sloshed out of his mind. He was like, "So, are you a lesbian or a bed death?" And I was
Wow, hang on, you went to the Rebellion Festival?
No, it was one at the Waterloo. What's it called now? It's a different one, basically.
Oh, because I thought when you said the punk festival.
Yeah, not the big one. Not the big one.
not the big one, no.
Couple of
Maybe
bands
next
there
year.
that I interviewed that are there and I've met as well. But I don't go Blackpool, I go to Brighton. Atmosphere is better, and it's not, it's a smaller, much better venue anyway. But yeah, no, this has been fun actually, meeting you all. It's been fun, because mate, you're just so easy to get on with. It's it's no, this is it, because I just not going to ask sort of like, I don't know what interviewers normally ask on TV, but they do my head in. When they start digging up people's past. Oh, when you were little, you did this and all that. No,
When I was a child, I stepped on a snail. I'm still trying to recover.
Yeah, I saw a ghost. But anyway, that's beside the point. But yeah, it's been great. And I'll say, this is what I'm here for, to promote you, right? I'm not bothered if Dan didn't bother to comb his hair. It doesn't matter. At least he's got some. At least he's got some. No, he's normally got a cap on. Where's your hat? Dan normally has a hat.
What? I do, yeah. I don't wear it around the house, unbelievably.
No, I don't normally.
He's lying. He wakes up and the first thing he does is put his hat on, and then
Like
he showers
Paddington.
with it on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It goes. Yeah. But no, I don't generally. I'm too lazy to do that. It comes out at gigs. That's how people know who I am.
Yeah.
They wouldn't recognize me otherwise. I like to be undercover in the daytime.
Yeah.
I was unspecifically assigned the job role of keeping charge of your hat during tour because
yeah, that's right.
It was like in the prop box. Like I had that like the big witchy skull headdress and like my capes and stuff in there with Dan's hat. So the prop box was basically my main responsibility, other than making sure I was alive and was there. And so I had this prop box and I'd be like, "There you go, Dan, there's your hat," and that was probably my whole contribution to the entire tour. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, I've got a cape. It goes with my Batman outfit.
Yeah, are you Batman?
Yeah, well, that's on my intro now. I did me as Batman as well, just for a laugh. 3 of me. I'll just do silly things like that. I mean, music's nothing special, but yeah, it's how it is. But yeah, no, this has been great meeting you. And also we can, I don't mind like later on in the year, whatever, to do a second one, and probably Amy might turn up then. She hasn't got problems with the pets.
Yeah.
Because she's the one that's the reason this has happened. Because she commented, she made a comment about, if you want to know any more information, don't hesitate to get in touch. So I thought, Sonic, well, if you want to do an interview or chat, it's more of a chat. It's not an interview. It's a chat. It's just that, and it's so nice to meet you all. Right.
Thank you.
And I'll have to, I'll say, have you got a like a list at the moment of the tours you're going to be doing, or
no?
Not yet. Yeah.
We're working on it right now.
I'll tell everyone to go to your channel and check it out. Check out what's what's coming up soon. That's what I do. This is what I do at the end. And that anyway, I'm gonna stop recording now. Help! He's lost the. He's good at this.
Where's the button? Where's it gone?
I'm old, I can't find it. It's somewhere. But, sorry. Anyway, so if you want to sort of say cheerio, whatever, or Cheerios if you eat them, or porridge.
Porridge.
Yeah.
Cheers, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
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 Well, they are great band. They really are, and they're great people, lovely people. Obviously, I talk too much, but yeah, my voice is good as well. But anyway, they are really, really great. Now, information-wise, folks, all the information will be down below as usual. Links there, everything else, so you can go and check the band out, get over to the band, and see what they're what they're coming out with. They're doing a tour and stuff and everything else. So please go and check them out. Go and check them out. Great band in the UK. All good stuff. So say everything will be there. Links, you name it. Whatever information I've got about them will be in the description below. So get over there and go and support them. Anyway, thank you everybody for all your comments, all your support and everything else. You're all absolutely awesome. Thank you. And of course, please stay safe. This old fella will be back. Bye for now.